her that she needed company inside her mind. Well, I don't understand that. Not the way I had planned it.
Back to it on Monday. Livin Large Larry live at the website livinlargelarry.com, on YouTube this morning, and also the TuneIn smartphone app. Hope you had a good weekend. Productive, fun, and all kinds of blinds and billings. First off, temperature check and conditions. Rain in Billings. Could be a mixture of some rain and snow for a little bit, and really no accumulation, but mainly rain and all kinds of blinds. MT.com temperature check is at 40, and a complete forecast on the way. A glance at the week's forecast at livinlargelarry.com. There's a weather button there right there at the homepage. So in any event, welcome to the show, live on YouTube this morning, and after the live portion of the show, the YouTube becomes the podcast, and we loop through the show as well with an audio player at the website, as well as on the TuneIn smartphone app, their iPhones and Androids. Yeah, spring's essentially here. Good time of the year to be thinking about doing some remodeling projects. And your windows are the first thing that you probably notice when you walk into your home or business each day, right? And it's what your customers or what your visitors to your home see as well. Shop all kinds of blinds and window film in Billings, a truly local company that services the outlying areas, Shepherd, Roundup, Columbus, Red Lodge, Laurel, in and around Billings for blinds and window film. Check out some of the work at Cafe Rio, Godfather's Pizza, both Taco Treats in Billings. All kinds of blinds did work on the FedEx Kinko's in town, as well as Fred's Appliance on King Avenue West. All kinds of blinds and window film for security. All kinds of blinds, MT.com. Should mention that any recorded sessions on our show, Livin Large Larry Live, courtesy of Keystone Mortgage in downtown Billings, Montana. Across from the pub station, their new location, Keystone Mortgage. Look at the Billings Morning News, a first look at Billings Morning News on the way in a minute or so. And our complete forecast for Billings, Montana is on the way as well. Thanks for streaming us worldwide here at livinlargelarry.com. All kinds of blinds in Billings. Temp check 40. Some rain in Billings this morning. If you're interested in learning the current value of your home, call Amber Gustanis with Century 21 Hometown Brokers for a free market analysis. Amber Gustanis, Century 21 Hometown Brokers, free market analysis, 690-5902. Our replay sponsor on Livin Large Larry Live is brought to you by Keystone Mortgage in their new location, 248-7124. And you can check them out and visit them at 2442 First Avenue North. They're right across from the pub station in downtown Billings. Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number. You're our number one priority. Keystone Mortgage.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
And coming up shortly on the show, livinlargelarry.com here on YouTube. And the TuneIn smartphone app will have at least two guests. One is recorded from last week with a new entrepreneur in town. That would be Tucker Veldkamp with Tops Sandwich Company. How he turned a franchise sandwich company into a local sandwich company, Tops Sandwich Company, from right across from Shopko in Billings. It's on the way. livinlargelarry.com. The Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. Billings area forecast, chance of rain and snow showers, mainly rain for the first 2 or 3 days of this week. Our forecast on the show, livinlargelarry.com. It is brought to you by Tops Sandwich Company. Locally owned, no franchising here. Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopko. And tax day is Monday. And be sure to check out Tops Sandwich Company all day today. Sandwiches $5 at Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopko. Also, their happy hour each weekday from 5 to 8 p.m. at Tops Sandwich Company. Again, across from Shopko. Yeah, rain, snow showers mixed, mainly rain, and cooler temperatures, noticeably cooler too, about 45 for Monday afternoon, about 50, some rain likely on Tuesday, and things dry out on Wednesday, sunny, and a high around 70, same for Thursday, about 75 or so, and closer to 80 for Friday. That'll be looks like the warmest day of the week, the way it reads right now, and the way it looks. Extended look at livinlargelarry.com. Click the weather button. Looks like maybe the weekend could be a little bit cooler. That could change as we are just in the first part of the week. Forecasting the show from Tucker Veldkamp, who owns Tops Sandwich Company in Billings. Locally owned. They're right across from Shopko. You'll love the chips with every order. And also, happy hour 5 to 8 p.m. weekdays, Monday through Friday. $5 sandwiches. $5 sandwiches all day. Today, though, their tax day special at Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopko and Billings. Search out the new football league in Billings. Remember the Laurel Loco Express from the RMFL league last year, the year before? Now moved to Billings, renamed, rebranded the Billings Extreme with Ken Blankenship, and he has a season lined up, and they'll play home games at Dela Stadium, a great family fun-filled event. Check out the new Extreme Football Extreme, the Billings Extreme, XTREME. You can search them out on Facebook. And the Billings Extreme, sponsor of our Billings Morning News, livinlargelarry.com. The Redline Computer Studios across from Goodwill in West Billings, Montana.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
We gather some of our stories from KTVQ.com, Color8.com, the Billings Gazette, and Last Best News, and a first look at the Billings Morning News. Livin Large Larry Live at livinlargelarry.com. There's an Amber Alert issued for 2 kids who were abducted or possibly abducted from Busby, Montana on Sunday nights and are believed to be in life-threatening danger. That was sent out about 10 o'clock on Sunday night. Then shortly after, the alert was canceled. Officials canceled the Amber Alert at 10:46 p.m. on Sunday night. The children have been safely located and are unharmed. 18-year-old Montana native Jess Lockwood brought the home state crowd to their feet and winning the PBR on Sunday afternoon in Billings at Rimrock Auto Arena. Lockwood swept on Sunday, winning both round 3 and also the Built Ford Tough Championship round with an 89.5 ride on Alligator Arms and a 90.5 ride on Modified Clyde, respectively. His ride on Modified Clyde was the highest scored ride of the weekend and the first 90-point ride of his career. So Lockwood secured 745 points towards the world standings and has won at least one round in his first 3 Built Ford Tough Series events since debuting in Sioux Falls, South Dakota 3 weeks ago. The Valberg, Montana bull rider leaves Billings as the 14th ranked rider in the world. So Montana represented at the PBR in good fashion. Pennsylvania just became the 24th U.S. state to legalize medical marijuana. Governor Tom Wolf from that state approved the measure on Sunday, allowing the sale and consumption of cannabis for treating specific diseases or symptoms. The state of Pennsylvania will roll out its medical marijuana program over the next 18 to 24 months. And under the new law, up to 150 dispensaries can obtain an authorization to sell weed to patients with a doctor's certification. According to a fiscal impact report, Pennsylvania estimates application and registration fees will net $10 million within a year. The state of Pennsylvania will collect a 5% tax on medical marijuana purchases. So voters in Alaska, Colorado, Oregon, Washington State, and D.C. now have legalized the sale of marijuana for recreational use, and 20 states and D.C. have decriminalized possession of small amounts of marijuana, according to the National Conference of State Legislators. And talking of the Nile, a minute or so ago, the last day of the PBR was on Sunday. One lucky person was given the keys to a new Ford truck at the Northern International Livestock Exposition. They drew the Nile raffle winner in the PBR hospitality room. The Nile general manager says they've been collecting raffle tickets since October during the stock show, all the way up until last Friday night at the PBR. Raffle contestants had a 1 in 3,500 chance at trying to win a new Ford truck, big 350. Nile's GM, Jennifer Boca, says they partnered with Montana Ford Stores. She says Montana Ford Stores gave them the truck to give away and to promote youth, education, and agriculture. All the funds from the raffle, according to Boca, says will go to youth programs. The lucky winner, Rick Hamilton, was drawn on Friday night, handed the keys at the end of the PBR this weekend. So congratulations to Rick Hamilton. That's a first glance at the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com from the Red Line Computer Studios, West Billings, Montana. All kinds of blinds in Billings. Temperature condition check. Had some rain this morning in Billings and 40.
Hey, you want a piece of the action? Billings Kiwanis is throwing a little soiree called the Bootleggers Ball, April 23rd at the Bighorn Resort. Come dressed in swanky 1920s attire, enjoy a little Italian cuisine, and cut a rug on the dance floor to the 2nd Street Stompers. Lay down some bones in the casino for your chance at a trip to South Africa. Proceeds benefit Landon's Legacy, Billings' first special needs baseball park. Space is limited, so go to billingskiwanis.org to reserve your tickets now.
Jay Johansson with us, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue in Billings. The Athlete's Foot, Jay.
Livin Large Larry, the best on the radio. We also got the Jordans. And I'm not talking the black and white Jordans that every shoe shop's got. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s that don't release until next week, and I got 72 pairs of them.
My notes say you're the Jordan expert.
I had to come clean.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I was announcing the Billings Wolves on field the other night, and 2 young adults says, "Hey, cool Jordans. Where can I go to get those?" I said, "Jay, the Athlete's Foot in Billings is the Jordan King."
Oh, yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. I was just telling another one of your friends that not only we're a hip store that services the community. You got that?
Yeah.
We're a hip, family-owned shoe store that if you just need great shoes, come see us. If you need the best shoes, come see us. If you need the shoes no one else has, And I'm talking no one living large, Larry, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking no one in Billings. I'm talking no one in Denver. No one in Minneapolis. No one in Seattle. We got it because my big brother, my owner, Intersport, check them out, largest sporting good company store in the world. They just happen to be out of Europe. Believe it or not, this planet is big. Check them out, Intersport. They got us the account. We're number one.
I wear the Brooks. I wear the Jordan. My family shops the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue. Jay, thank you very much, sir.
Hey, living large, Larry. Keep it up. Go Billings Wolves. Love it that we got that football back in town. You need great shoes. You know where to come. 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot.
And the Athlete's Foot on Facebook, too. Don't forget about Facebook. The Athlete's Foot on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot, Billings MT. Check us out. Peace.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
Keystone Mortgage is a sponsor of our replays on the show. Keystone Mortgage, downtown Billings, at the new location right across the street from the pub station. Ask about their new loan tracker. You can see everything, including rates, lock dates, personal notes, and documentation. It's private to you. The loan tracker through Keystone Mortgage Company in Billings, downtown. And Tucker Veldkamp with us with the Top Sandwich Company. Hello, sir.
Living large, man.
No, Tucker Veldkamp,
Oh, man. I'm in the studio. I've done quite a few radio shows, but let me tell you what, I'm the most excited about this one because you are the man. You are a legend in this town.
Well, thank you,
and
Tucker.
Tops is in the building, man.
Top
Isn't that a
Sandwich
beautiful
Company.
thing?
And we should mention that that Tucker's mom and dad are checking us
They're
out
tuning in live right now.
on TuneIn, smartphone app, and also hopefully they'll check us out on YouTube.
She's calling me right now, so I hope she's tuning in.
Answer it. No, this is live stuff. Say, hey, Mom, we're live.
We're listening, she said. I just got us. We're good. We're good.
Hopefully they'll see you on YouTube. But we were talking about how the show works here during when we're off the air here, and this YouTube live becomes a YouTube podcast after the show. So you're gonna be running 24/7.
You really could go to livinlargelettery.com right now, and then click on the YouTube page, and you can watch the video too.
Yeah, right now.
There's
live.
both.
Yeah, not many people do that.
What you have going on.
This is great.
This is futuristic. This is
thank
the future of radio, man. I love it.
Thanks to my friends here at Redline Computers for being the.
Those guys are great, man.
I'm not the smarts behind all this. The smarts behind all this, they're sleeping right now.
Don't admit that. I would never have guessed, Larry. I would not have guessed.
I give credit where credit is due.
I like it.
So one thing I notice about Top Sandwich Company, every time I see your stuff on Facebook or you walk into your store, of course, it smells delicious. But I'm not sure who does your images for your sandwiches, but this makes me want to go in and eat.
I know, it's actually Kurt from Amusement Services.
Wow!
First time he's gotten a shout out, so thank you, Kurt. I built them. He took the pictures. We did this probably 2 days before opening. Got it all together. Posted those nice mural things in little square boxes. I know. It's perfect. Yeah, he did a really good job. And
well, shout out to him. He did a great job.
Yeah, thank you, Kurt. I'll have you back probably soon. We got to update these pictures because we got a new Cubano sandwich on the menu.
Wait.
Have you seen that yet?
No, what is the Cubano
I
sandwich?
just made it yesterday, and it's going up on, actually, it's already up on Facebook.
What is Cubano sandwich?
So traditionally, it's going to be ham, a little bit of pulled pork, yellow mustard, pickles, and Swiss cheese, and it's hot and pressed down. It's right up your alley, actually.
That's real close to the design of the LLL sandwich, but not quite. I'll explain that in a second.
I can't wait. So you got it planned out.
Let's see. And I've been to Top Sandwich Company several times. I've experimented with most of your food on your menu, actually. And the thing about your menu is it's not so long and involved that it takes you 3 days to go through it.
Which it's short, sweet, and really good. It's got a little bit of something for everyone.
Oh, your voice sounds so familiar. I mean, you probably heard Tucker on 98.5 The Wolf, probably on Hot 101.9. You've been around the community for quite a while.
I have a little bit. I was on 96.3 with Scotty Simmons last week. That was pretty cool. I'm really trying to get out there.
Yeah, you should. I mean, small business. And how old are you?
I'm 27.
So Tucker Veldkamp is 27
I feel 25, then I felt 26, and now I'm already 27. I feel old.
Good for you.
I feel good, though.
Well, since we're on the personal side of Tucker, first of all, congratulations on your upcoming nuptials.
Oh, I feel really good.
Is it okay that we announce that? Or?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Your mom and dad know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they know. We were out at dinner with them last night at Wild Ginger.
Great place to go.
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Did Michael help you out? Do you know Michael down there? The
Howard.
manager? Howard? Okay.
Yeah. Howard, and then what's that gal's name? Redheaded gal?
Michael.
Michael, yes.
Michael.
Yeah, she's great too.
Delicious.
Said hi to her. Yeah, it's really good. Love their sushi.
There you go, supporting small local commerce.
But anyways, yeah, my fiance would have been here this morning, but she's a little tired.
Yeah, we'll bring her in
she
sometime.
She sleeps in a little bit. No, definitely. Probably next time we'll bring her in with your sandwich.
Yeah, you're on twice a month on my show.
I know.
So I know you have The Wolf and The Zone and Hot 1019. You got to put me on the schedule now, too.
This is The Wolf, and you are the main reoccurring interviews.
Oh,
though.
Good.
That's the key right there. That's
awesome.
the key, yeah.
All right, so your fiance's name is?
Danielle Marie Lang.
And did I see on Facebook, did you propose in Bozeman? Is that
in Bozeman at a restaurant called Open Range? It was
that all planned out, or was it?
It was really crazy how it happened. Okay, so I randomly thought of the idea. She's the one, so I decided. I picked the restaurant out. I called them like 2 weeks in advance, got the reservation and everything, and then probably 2 days before she was saying, I was like, yeah, so I think it's pretty dumb to have a wedding engagement photographer, It's who plans that stuff out? That's too scripted. And she's like, really? You think that?
Nice.
You're crazy. And then luckily enough, I was at work the day I was going up there. And we're being featured in Yellowstone Women's Magazine coming up. So there's a group of women coming in. I was about to leave like an hour later. And with these women, I'm preparing their sandwiches. I told them I'm getting engaged and doing it tonight. And they're all really excited. There's a Wedding Depot gal there. And she's like, you don't have a photographer? You have to get a photographer.
Boy, this all worked out well.
I'm like, I'm really glad that you care. But guess what? I'm doing this in 5 hours. And it's not even here, it's in Bozeman, so see you later.
Right.
It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. She grabbed my business card. Within 15 minutes, she had a name for me. And I was like, okay, well, give me her number. I'll get a quote, see if she's available. She's like, no, she'll contact you. And boom, all of a sudden I had a wedding photographer. I drove up there. We went to Open Range at 4:30, set up all the angles and everything. We put the ring on a nice little cake that was going to come out because it was her birthday.
You are a romantic, Tucker Veltkamp.
It's her birthday, so the ring came out on the cake with the photographer, and boom, it happened. It was cool.
And she said yes.
She said yes. Yeah.
I often wonder because mine was not that elaborate. My proposal to Carrie, but I often wonder when somebody like you goes through all those steps and everything, and all the pieces are falling into place, and then the moment, the second comes where you wait for the yes or no, and they go, no. Wouldn't that just suck?
That would be terrible. But really, we had both like busted out in tears, crying. It was crazy. Yeah. There's so much anxiety going into the situation. I was driving up there, my heart was racing. Mainly because I just wanted it to happen already. I didn't want to get it over with, but I was so excited for all the feelings and emotions that would go into that moment.
Man, well, good you did.
It happened, and we both started crying. And everyone started clapping in the restaurant. It was pretty cool.
And you remember this when you guys are 30 years into your marriage, you'll remember back to that old setup.
Definitely.
And you'll tell your kids, and so that's pretty romantic, Tucker.
Hey, thank you very much.
I've known you for about a year or so, and I've known of you for several years.
Yeah.
I've known you personally for about a year or so, but that was a cool story to follow on Facebook, and I hope it works out well. So approximately when is the wedding coming up?
December 31st. We want to do it somewhere on a beach.
Of course you do.
Yeah, we're looking at Florida or something.
Okay.
I work hard, man. I need some sun in my life.
I know you do.
I need some sun.
And back to Top Sandwich Company, you do work hard, and you took on a challenge. And I hope it's okay to talk about this because it doesn't matter now anyway.
Yeah.
But you really took on a challenge.
I did.
With the spicy pickle, and way before your spicy pickle. I frequent small business in town as well, always have. And we tried the spicy pickle. It wasn't so bad. The food wasn't so bad. It was. I'll be honest. It was the customer service that drove us away. I'm a customer service type of a guy, and then, the challenge you took on. You reopened it, and then how did it blend into Top Sandwich Company?
It is a very interesting story. I took over it right after college. I had been bartending for 5 years throughout college. I had some money saved up. My dad originally leased the space to Spicy Pickle, so kind of came in with an offer after they'd been closed for 10 months, you know, which that was difficult.
It was a long time.
But put in the offer, they accepted it, and then the crazy thing about it is I decided to stick with the spicy pickle, but I needed the experience, you know. And originally my plan was putting spicy pickles all over the state of Montana. That's what I wanted to do. But after about 1.5 years of getting into it, just between frozen breads, meats I wasn't super happy with, and then even systematically as far as pushing customers in and out in a 3 to 4 minute time period or quicker, it was just tricky, and it seemed like an uphill battle, and I kind of felt like I was paying the company to help revive their brand, and I knew I could do it better myself, so I was kind of, you know, writing up a plan, and I knew that the market leaders are Jimmy John's, Panera Bread, and Subway. So I took Panera Bread's quality, Jimmy John's delivery model, and Subway's assembly line. It's the Ford assembly line. They can push through customers. And I came up with Tops. Tops comes from a clothing brand I really liked. Kind of a weird story. But
with a Z, we should add.
Yeah. With the Z. I got really tired of wearing spicy pickle across town for the 1.5 years. I was the butt of every joke. The spicy pickle guy. You got a spicy pickle, you know. I'm like, that's not funny. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Maybe not to you.
So I wanted to put something on my shirt that I was proud to wear. It could almost be a clothing brand, and it is. It's Tops. It's a premium brand, you know, and it's the best of the best.
It's catchy. It pops.
Yeah, it's catchy. It pops. So that's how the name came through. I was really considering, you know, Tucker's Delis, but no, that one never materialized.
Yeah, no, I think that, you know, and if it was Tucker's Deli, okay, we'd be today talking about Tucker's Deli, but I can tell you, Top Sandwich Company.
It has a ring to it,
local,
yeah.
It's small town business. It's inviting, and like we said, it does pop. So I think that part of the marketing is doing well. I love Top Sandwich Company. I know that your clientele is getting larger and larger. And what stands out about you, and this is no joke, I thought it was when I first heard about it, you know, your tagline is, and we'll deliver even one sandwich.
Yeah.
But it is true, right?
It's actually true, and yeah, we love doing that because, you know, one sandwich turns into 5 the next day. So it's an easy thing for us. It's a lot of it, we're not really making money when we deliver one sandwich, but we're pleasing our customers, and those customers are coming back because we're going the extra mile that Jimmy John's won't, that Pickle Barrel won't.
Set yourself apart.
Yeah, definitely. So they're tasting our sandwiches all the time, and then the next day, like just yesterday actually, we're open on Sundays now 11 to 3.
I saw that.
So yesterday I had a customer call in for one sandwich. It was all the way down on North 18th Street.
He was going to call your bluff, wasn't he?
Which is so far, and it was right before we closed. You know, of course, I said, yeah, we're doing it, you know. We didn't even let them know that I thought otherwise. I was like, yeah, of course.
Sure.
So I'm about to walk out the door with one sandwich, and then all of a sudden a call comes through, and he orders 4 more sandwiches, you know. They had a little garage sale going on down there, so... sometimes you get customers almost kind of testing you.
Yeah.
I swear, it's happened so many times where they call in, they're like, what's your minimum? We're like, we don't have a minimum. They place an order, and they're like, we might call back with more, and they typically do.
That is great.
Yeah,
great marketing.
It is. It's cool.
Your college paid off.
Yeah, it did.
Did
Thanks.
Mom and Dad help with college?
Thanks, Dad. Yeah.
I see Veldkamp signs, real estate signs. Is that relation?
Yeah, that's my dad, Rob.
That's your dad. Okay.
Yeah, he does commercial real estate.
Yeah, I was over at another one of my clients' businesses, N2 Cryotherapy on 24th Street, 524th Street, and I see a Veldkamp sign.
Yeah, is that the one with the Jimmy John's and the
Plaza.
That's his center.
Yeah,
for sure.
Cool. Yeah,
he's been doing it for about 25 years now. You know, I'm hoping he's retiring soon, but he just won't give it up.
Well, hopefully he
works hard.
He sees us give him.
I doubt they're on YouTube. It'd take him like 15 minutes to turn on the computer, remember their password.
Watch it later.
I'm just kidding.
The glory of this show, they can. Well, hey, I'm almost the same way. Like I told you, the brains behind all of the technical stuff you see is not me. It's Redline Computers.
It's amazing, though.
But no, it's working out well, and I know your business is doing well. And I do have a few ideas. We'll come back and talk about if you don't mind, the design of the Livin Large Larry sandwich.
We have to. We're going to do
a few ideas.
Yeah.
With your professional critique.
Absolutely.
Coming up, Tucker Veldkamp with Top Sandwich Company and livinlargelarry.com on YouTube and the TuneIn smartphone app this morning. Follow the story of N2 Cryotherapy in Billings at their website as well, n2cryo.com. There's videos, there's information on what cryotherapy as a health component in your life is all about, and more, and also information about N2 Cryotherapy, giving you the opportunity to be the best person you can be this year with athletic recovery. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West in Billings, Suite number 4, and N2Cryo.com. Keystone Mortgage is a sponsor of our replays on the show. Keystone Mortgage, downtown Billings, at the new location right across the street from the pub station. Ask about their new loan tracker. You can see everything, including rates, lock dates, personal notes, and documentation. It's private to you. The loan tracker through Keystone Mortgage Company in Billings, downtown. Oh, we're back. Live and Large Larry Live, liveandlargelarry.com on YouTube and the TuneIn smartphone app. And Tucker Veldkamp, Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. And right now you're going, oh, I've seen that before. That's how I always describe it, across from Shopco, off of King. It's so easy there.
Patio coming soon. So you've seen the sign. We're working on the beautiful patio. Well, there's already a patio out there. You wouldn't be able to tell, though, because it's like open range, man. Everyone thinks they can sit on it. So my beautiful fiance, she built a fence.
Oh.
She's handy, I am not. Wow. She built a fence.
Wait. Nice she built the fence?
Yeah. It's a little bit of a homemade fence right now, but we're about to stain it, put some toppers on it. We got some flower pots out there.
Man.
She might build a little gazebo. It's going to be nice.
Well, it's spring and summer, so it's perfect timing. I love the expansion. Top Sandwich Company, and I know you're going to do well. So I've got a few ideas for the design of the Live and Large Larry sandwich, which was your idea, by the way.
Yes, we want to do a Live and Large special. When you come in, it's going to be a $6 sandwich deal.
Perfect.
That's $2 off. Yeah, still comes with chips and a pickle. Okay. Not included with delivery unless it's to Live and Large.
Okay, perfect. So here's what I've thought. I don't like mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't. I tell people I die from it, but I just don't like mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Unless it's out of my
I know you like mustard.
Mustard, spicy brown mustard.
Yeah.
So here's what I've designed. Just regular bread, and then a swath of brown mustard on the bottom, and then a layer of ham, 2 pieces of like cheddar cheese, a layer of turkey, a little more mustard on the turkey.
Yeah.
Another layer of cheese.
Yeah.
Their choice.
Yeah.
And then the veggie. Yeah, see? Right? The veggies. And when you do the mustard, I don't want it saturated. Because then sometimes it gets all
so
soggy.
Spread or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just a couple swipes.
Yeah.
But not drenched like some other sandwich.
Yeah. So 2 lines basically.
There you go. Two lines of brown mustard.
Yeah.
A spicy brown mustard. Yeah. And then on the very top, a layer of spinach, some green peppers. Got to have those purple onions.
Yep.
And then salt and pepper.
The layering, man, I love that.
And I've in my head, I've designed it where it's not going to be so fat you can't eat it.
Yeah.
Because I'm splitting the meat with the ham and the turkey.
Yeah.
In 2 different
layers.
And
the cheeses too. That's nice. I like that.
So if you can design that, and you guys at the shop test it out. But I'm thinking that would be the Live and Large Larry sandwich.
I like that a lot.
So.
And we're going to bring you one next time we're on. When are we on next?
You're on twice a month, so it'll be end of this month.
End of this month. I can't remember the exact date. I'm bringing it up for sure.
Facebook,
I'm bringing us both one up.
Okay.
Do we have to do this at 7:15?
Yes.
I'm going to have to be in there at like 6:15 making sandwiches.
No, make it the night before if you want. Well, you like them fresh.
It's got to be fresh for you. It's got to be fresh.
Oh, that was a mistake. It's got to be fresh.
Yeah, don't ever.
No, but you got to realize I get out of bed at like 4:30 in the morning. So when you bring the sandwich at 7:15,
that's incredible.
That's lunch for me.
I'm sleeping in too.
Yeah, that is lunch for me. So that's my initial design, and then you and your staff use your professionalism and add whatever you need to it. But I think it's manageable to eat. I think kids might enjoy it as well. But if you really want the mayo, you can. But for the design of my sandwich, I say no mayo.
I don't think you need mayo, and on most of our sandwiches, it is mayo. It's mayo or ranch, so it'll be good to have a mustard option. I like that. And we don't have ham on the staff picks either. Right, it's on the build your own option, but that'll be perfect. We'll put it on a little board right next to the thing. Live and Large special, $6.
Privileged.
Yeah, it'll be cool, man.
Okay,
for sure.
Wow, and then we can maybe look at some. I'll talk to you about because I do an afternoon show on KGHL radio.
Yeah.
We'll talk maybe about plugging it on that station.
Definitely.
I'll talk to the boss and
definitely
get together and. You'll feed our staff, and they'll go, hey, give that guy a great deal.
Like, man, I'm going to give these guys a bunch of sandwiches. All Live and Large special. We'll just bring all Live and Large specials.
That'll be fun. Well, talk about your happy hour weekdays.
Happy hours. Best deal in town.
Did that start with the Wolves sponsorship? Is that how that started?
I'll tell you exactly how it started. Yes, the answer is yes. I was going on Scott's morning show on 98.5 around 11 o'clock. I didn't know I was going on reoccurring. They never told me this. So I was like, I'm going to use this platform. I'm going to use this platform, and I'm going to blow it out of the water. You know, I just want to make a big announcement, make a big offer to the Tops fans. I knew our prices were they're very competitive, but I'd like to make them lower. And the right time to do that for me is dinner. So like 11 o'clock, I made the decision. I called my dad, asked him for advice. I was like, what do you think about this? You know, I'm trying to get some more dine-in traffic at dinner because we do deliveries, we do a lot of takeout, but the dine-in 5 to 8 is a little bit slow. So we're like, let's make him an offer. Went on Scott's morning show, and I was like, let's do this. We're doing the live remote on Thursday night with the Billings Wolves players in there. So we'll kick off here. And then, it's every Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's for dine-in only, but $5 sandwiches. You still get the chips and the pickle. So you can bring the whole family out for $20. You know? Yes, definitely.
Good.
Definitely.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more traffic, and really even days that the traffic is not there, the people that are coming in are very pleased with it. You know, it's a good deal, and it's nice to be able to bring young families out and save quite a bit of money and still eat quality food. We're not skimping on portions or anything. There's no like backdoor.
I can
stuff
attest to that. You're not.
No
skimping on portions.
Yeah, we're not. Same exact portions, same chips, same pickle. It's not about making money for me during that period. It's about making a good offer to the Tops fans out there, and it's a deal.
I love when you call them Tops fans. I'm thinking, really think about it. If you like Top Sandwich Company, you're a Top Sandwich fan.
Yeah.
If you go back over and over,
Top Sandwich
it becomes
fan,
addicting.
Yeah.
And I think your marketing photographer. Tell him he did a great job on this stuff.
He did a good job.
It's just look at that. It's just here. I'm not sure how that looks on YouTube. I think it looks pretty good on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how he actually did this? It's kind of interesting. Is I did build them. Built them really good, Larry.
Yeah, you took
that's the key, man. Is my building. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, they got to look good.
No, you know what the key was? Is he's smart. He's been doing this for a while. He gets a water bottle and he sprays them.
What?
He gives them a little shine. If you open it up and you see the hot pastrami, or the cold pastrami with pickles, you see the shine.
The glisten.
The glisten helps. Yeah.
Well, he knows.
He's smart. Yeah. I would have never guessed.
I want to give hats off to your staff. Every time I go in there, even from the early times when you first opened up, they're spot on.
They are.
You have a great crew.
They are, man. It's tough to find too, and that's the biggest thing that I hear when I talk to other business owners is, "How's your help?" You know, and they just seem worn out when they're talking to me about it. And I have to be honest. I'm like, Sure, I have everyone else's problems a little bit, but I have a great staff. I don't have any complaints, and right now more than ever, I have a solid staff, man.
Good for you.
I just got something on the Billings Customer Service Watchdog page about my guy Rodney that just started about a month ago. Just an incredible review, and I wasn't even there in the store.
Awesome.
Just from someone random, you know, and that makes you feel good when.
Well, when you're not there, like if I get a sandwich on my way to my KGHL job in the afternoons, I stop and I get it to go.
Yeah.
And it's perfect, you know. And when you're not there, they're still working hard. Just so you know.
That's great. No, that's so important, and you can't ask for anything else than that. We don't even got cameras up in there yet. And they're still doing their jobs. That's good.
Am I one of the only ones that know the secret on your chips? And I don't want you to divulge that right now.
Yeah,
am I one of the very few that know?
Yeah, not too many people know about that.
When I talk about you on the show here, I always, and this is just my ad lib. Let me grab this part of the script. My notes have in highlight. It says, and you'll love the chips with every order.
Yeah.
You remember that the talk we had about your chips?
Yes.
I came in one day, brought Carrie in there, and we had lunch, and I came up to you and said, man, your chips are just amazing. And it's not, I will tell you this, it's not brain surgery, but Tucker gave me why they taste so good. I'm not going to tell anybody. It's kind of like Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's like, it's a secret.
You got to watch out. Once you start doing it, everyone else is doing it. You know,
you're right.
I'm on to something.
And I will tell you that it's not brain surgery, but it does take a little extra work on your staff's part.
Definitely. It's cool because my brother actually just fronted me with a good idea, and so now we have a heat lamp in there. So the chips that we bake them, of course, but now they're sitting in they used to cool down a little bit.
So
They're still
stay
warm,
hot.
but now they're served hot, which is awesome.
That's great. So and and again, I think Top Sandwich Company, and I love supporting small business, and you know that you're supporting my small business.
Yeah,
for heaven's
absolutely.
sake.
Yeah.
I love supporting small business and watching and seeing the growth and success. And I mean, for just getting out of college and racing to Bozeman to propose to your fiance.
I know.
It's
Crazy.
like all and you think I'm busy.
Yeah.
It's like, gee, I see you everywhere. It's like, how does Tucker do this?
It's and that's a crazy thing.
Time management, I guess.
Before with the other brand, it was work for me. I did not enjoy my life.
Yeah.
But now it's like with Tops, I wake up every day at 6, and I was a 10 o'clock sleeper for a long time, But I wake up every day at 6, I work till 8, and I love it.
Good for you.
I enjoy it. I love doing shows like this.
That's awesome.
That's like probably the most joy for me. I like doing shows, and I like being out in the media.
Yeah.
I like talking to customers,
Well, you're really good
like people.
at what you're doing with Tops every day, but you're really good and articulate talking on media, because, I mean, this is not scripted. There's nothing in front of us except our menu that we keep bragging about.
I knew we would have a great interview, though, right? I mean, it's a legendary interview for me. I mean, it's beautiful.
Well, God
I knew
bless
we
you.
would, because,
you keep me humble, Tucker. You keep me
I try
humble.
not to. I try not to.
No, you're great at this. Congrats on being, which is really cool, one of the major Billings Wolves sponsors, by the way.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Second year in a row, actually,
good
for
for you.
us. But, that's been a
pretty
cool deal.
Win or lose,
for sure.
it's like, you're right there with the Wolves.
Yeah, and I love that you're on field every game, man. That's amazing.
It's a blast.
It's cool to see you out there.
It
You're
is so
almost like
fun.
an athlete out there. You're like a I don't know.
Did you watch the dance? Did you watch Carrie and I dance?
Yeah, I
the other
watched
night?
that. Yeah, I like that. You got swagger out there. You got
Hey.
your tennies on, man.
You know where I got those? The Athlete's Foot.
I like those. Look good.
The Jordans.
Yeah.
Sponsor of the show here.
Oh, man.
Jay over there, and he
Good
said.
job, Jay. If you helped pick those out,
He did.
Good job.
He
Those
says
are
Billings
fly.
Wolves. We need black and red. Then.
Oh,
I go,
man.
yeah. And he pulled
I
these
noticed
red
those from,
Jordans.
I noticed those from up in the stands.
Yeah.
I thought
Thank
those were
you.
cool. Yes.
Well, when you go
yes.
in to talk to Jay at Athlete's Foot on Grand Avenue next to Red Door,
I'm gonna have
drop
to go
my
over
name.
there. Yeah.
He'll give you a great deal.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a foot professional. He told me, I walked in there, I've been buying shoes. I'm 56 years old. I've been buying shoes forever, and I learned so much about how you really should buy shoes with Jay Johansson at Athlete's Foot.
Yeah.
I walked there with Carrie. And the first thing we say as a layperson, meaning we don't know a lot about shoes apparently, is, I wear a 10.5.
Yeah.
And Jay goes, and I've known Jay for years. He says, sit down. 10.5. We don't go by size. We go by how the shoe feels on your feet.
Because different brands.
What does he do? He brings out an 11.5. And I go, Jay,
That's
what,
a
are you
size
kidding
too
me?
big, yeah.
And he tried it on. He says, the Brooks. These are my brown shoes, my Brooks. And they're 11.5s. And I said, I don't wear 11.5s.
Yeah.
He goes, let me tie them up. Go walk around.
Yeah.
I did. He's right.
Wow.
In my world, they're too big, but they feel perfect. So he knows.
Better on your feet throughout the day too. That's cool.
Size has nothing to do with it. It's
That's
how
cool.
they feel on your feet.
Cool.
You can give him an approximate size. He'll start from there. He'll gauge you from there.
Nice.
But anyway, another small business. That
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go over and see Jay. I've heard good things. So.
But I do want to talk about. Train of thought. We talked about the Wolves. Oh, graduation coming up.
This is a
Catering?
major topic for
Catering,
sure.
yes, if you don't mind.
We're gonna blow it out of the water this year with graduation catering. I mean, there's so many graduation parties. There's a lot of stress for moms out there and families in general.
Yeah.
They're planning these parties. They're trying to, work with their budgets, get all this food for these hundreds of kids that are going to come over, find the right venue.
And they come over at different times of the day because of all the different ceremonies.
Yeah. So it's like, how many people are going to show up, this, that. You know what? Just give us a call. Tell us an approximate number. We'll take care of you from there. Once you're on the books, you never have to think about it again. And guess what? If you're running short on sandwiches, you can call us the day of, and we'll bust out another tray for you. So if you want to shoot on the low side, err on the high side, we'll shoot low.
Perfect.
And give me a call, and we'll bring the more trays out to you. It's that easy. We're gonna cater big time to the graduation. I mean that literally, and also figuratively.
Well, there's
We'll
so many
cater to their
graduation
demands.
ceremonies, and I don't think that people. You see graduation advertisements all over the place for catering this, catering that, but this really is a market that you're going to be passionate about.
Absolutely, and I think it's a market we can take over.
Yeah.
I think we can be a leader in this market, and mainly there's a couple things that people are dropping the ball on. Presentation is key. Our quality ingredients are second to none, I believe, in the sandwich
I believe
market. And then service is huge. Like when you're going to these big orders, they don't want you to drop a bunch of stuff off and leave.
Right.
You should set it up for
Sure.
them, make it appealing looking.
Oh.
Get a good line. Like at graduations, you got to think about the line with them.
Yeah.
Make sure it's a fluent line. That
So not just
gets
knock
you
on the door and
go
say,
through.
here's your order. None of that
No,
stuff.
and make sure
Good for
you're
you.
getting their paper plates and their silverware if they need it. These are all important things, and just working with the parent and seeing exactly what they need, and that's the key. Yeah.
Actually cater the event, not deliver the event.
Exactly. Yeah, and so many people are using catering
As a
in
delivery?
delivering.
Ah.
Yeah. It's actually just a big money delivery scheme.
Can I
But-
suggest when you go on on the Wolf and wherever you're out in media,
Yeah.
you explain what you just explained because that's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
It's more than just delivery drop off. It's
Yeah.
catering.
To us, for sure, and typically on these big orders, I'm personally going
Yeah.
out there and doing them. I'm not just sending someone
Right.
out to deliver all these
I don't blame
sandwiches.
you.
Yeah, I'm out there setting it up and working hand in hand with the people that are buying the food.
Well, my wife Carrie is the GM of Holiday Inn Express and Suites West Billings over by the Ribbon Chop House, and I think you were during your Bozeman
Yeah.
proposal thing.
Yeah.
She actually, for her staff, had Top Sandwich Company come in and cater, and it wasn't a drop off and delivery.
No.
Now I'm thinking back when I came. 'cause
That's
I
actually big.
I came to lunch and and it was all spread out. I'm going,
Yeah.
wow, they set you guys set.
I
it up.
totally,
Yeah.
They are trained to do that job.
Okay.
So if they're ever not doing it, they're falling short of our promise to our customers, which is you set it out, you make it look good, you make sure there's napkins in there, and just get the line
It was
looking right,
perfect.
set the menus out, so,
Yeah.
because we label the names of the sandwiches on top of the
Right.
plastic
Yep.
and everything.
I saw those.
Yeah, and then so we'll lay out menus so you can kind of mix and match and figure out what you're eating rather than just throwing a bunch of sandwiches on a platter and giving it to
You're
you.
doing it right, man.
Yeah.
What did you
some
go
of
to
those
college for?
things.
What did you study?
Communications. And business, yeah. So
you're doing both.
yeah.
You're
So
on the radio, you're on TV, you're
it's
doing
perfect,
sandwiches.
and I've always wanted to be in business for myself, but I never knew what I was gonna
Yeah.
do. I was like, all I know is I want to be my own boss, but I have no clue what I
You got
want to
something
do.
here with Top Sandwich Company. I
I
mean,
think
you
so
own
too,
the name. I mean, if you haven't copyrighted it, then talk to
Better
your dad
get
about-
on
you
that,
better,
hey,
no,
yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
Tops with a Z, you
Yeah.
need to copyright that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then are you looking for franchising?
Definitely, yeah. We have a 5-year plan, and everything is about scaling right now. So every decision we're making as far as menu, product mix, assembly lines, it's all being created. So I have to do, honestly, the least work possible because I want people to be able to buy this
Right.
as an investment tool and them kind of run themselves because the processes in place are flawless. I'm not letting it run itself right now.
No.
I'm in there
True.
for sure, and I plan on being in there because I enjoy it, number one. But I think if we create processes for people all you need a very quality product, you need a quick product, and you need good customer
Right.
service. And those three things, they're not that difficult to put in place. And I think taking from the three leaders in the industry and kind of combining them together
Right.
and coming out with a catchy name, our goal is to expand first here in Billings. I'd like to have 3 stores here in Billings, which would be
Man,
cool.
good for you.
Maybe in the
Yeah,
Heights,
sure,
and then
sure.
maybe one downtown.
It's Billings is bigger than people think it is.
Yeah.
So if you cover all the bases, so to speak.
Yeah,
you win.
definitely. And
Yeah.
there's demand for us in the Heights right now, like crazy.
I bet. Yeah.
Every single time people come down through the store and they ask about our delivery, what's your delivery radius? Guess what? They live in the Heights.
I got a
That's the
couple of
only place
ideas up in the high. Of course, your dad's in real estate, so he can.
He doesn't do a lot in the Heights,
No.
but I'm sure he has access to
Yeah.
it. So yeah, we'll check out the Heights, and then some of these small Montana towns. I'd love to put one in Bozeman. Missoula would be great.
College kids.
Yeah, the delivery, and we'd probably do a late night deal for them
Yep.
too. We'd probably be open till 3
Cater
o'clock.
to the market. Good for
Yeah,
you.
cater to the market because I actually love that model. It's just not right for Billings.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, the model for Billings is actually is what you're doing right now. I think.
Yeah.
I think it works. I mean, you're open on Sundays now till 3.
Yep.
And that works.
The Sunday is really big. I'm very happy I'm doing it because there's so many families, and even in 2 weeks of opening, we have not blasted that we're open. Yesterday we did a little bit,
Right.
but we're just kind of testing it out because
Yep,
we're
good
probably
for
going to
you.
have summer hours. We might have all year hours on Sundays. But there's so many families that come in, and they need a cheap, affordable, delicious lunch option rather than sitting down, having a tip an exuberant amount,
Yeah, no, it's I think that you're doing it the right way. And you talk about your family. It sounds like your family, you have brothers you talked about, sisters. I mean, they're all supporting you?
Yeah, I have an older brother. He owns 2 casinos in town, actually.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that.
Yeah, and then I have 2 younger sisters. One's name's Brooke, and she's doing really cool things right now. She's actually down at Williams and Mary. She's a head strength and conditioning coach down there for their football team.
Wow.
She was working at Air Force for their football team for a little while.
Good for her.
Went to Villanova for a couple months, coached with their football team. So, yeah, she's kind of hitting a market of...
you mean Villanova, the champions of the NCAA March Madness?
For their football team, though. But yeah, she spent like 3 months out there during the basketball season training, helping train football players. Mainly not train as far as like technicalities of football, but actually strength training, because she's got all her degrees in
you got an
in
ambitious family.
Yeah, we do for sure.
Did we forget anybody? Because then I say
my little sister Courtney. Yeah, so she's in California. She's doing hair.
Awesome.
Yeah, living in San Diego, living the dream.
I was born in San Diego. Great place to live.
Oh, really? She's bartending at Padres Stadium.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's called the Social Tab.
One of my favorite baseball teams.
Yeah, so she's bartending down there.
Now, did you forget anybody of your immediate family?
No.
Because
actually, I did forget one.
Your mom? No.
My little dog, Cooper.
Okay, well.
He's the man.
Talk to Coop.
He's very important. We call him Snoop Dogg.
You know what you got to do? You need a mascot.
Yeah, Cooper on the front of
that.
That look good.
Think about it.
I'm thinking about it. Trust me, I am for sure.
Put a little hat on Cooper.
We'll just put one of our top shirts on him, man.
Send
that out on Facebook. That'll get some likes.
You're willing to try just about anything, and
absolutely.
The growth of your business is indicative of that. Because how long have you been open as Tops, not Spicy?
Oh man, yeah. So November 16th, we closed the Spicy Pickle October 31st and reopened the 16th of November. So it took about 2 weeks to get everything ready, and yeah, we've been.
You're not gonna believe this.
Almost 6 months.
This is like deja vu.
Yeah.
When you said November 16th, guess when I launched this internet show?
November 16th.
November 16th.
What? That's
November
crazy.
16th.
That is crazy.
Yep, I did.
Wow.
I just got the chills, Tucker.
This year?
This year.
Dang.
Yeah.
Same exact day.
The same day.
2015.
We might be related.
That's weird. That's super weird.
Cousins.
Yeah, so that's a day, man.
Well, good for you. That's a great anniversary day.
Yeah,
good,
but I couldn't be more excited about the growth. I honestly, I have my projections. I had them before we opened.
Right.
And we're crushing them. So it's like...
Isn't that a nice problem to have?
Yeah, it's going in a really, really good direction. So
I'm proud of you, man. I love small business commerce and the growth of Billings, and you're not just talking the talk. I've seen you walk the walk, man. I've seen you walk the walk. I've come in during the Wolves promotions, and you're working the crowd, and I see, and we discussed this, I see more and more family type pictures on your Facebook page. You're getting some of your customers in there, and they look happy on Facebook.
Yeah, that's super important. I love getting the family markets in, and with the Wolves, you really tap into that, because more than anyone, there's a lot of families that support the Wolves.
Yeah.
And it's great networking with them and working with them.
Yeah. Awesome.
For sure.
All right, well, thanks for the coffee. Was this from City Brew?
Yes, it is, of course.
Awesome.
Got to support.
That was perfect timing. So next time you come in, I'll Facebook you on the dates.
Yeah.
By then you think you'll have the design of the first go round of my sandwich.
I might try it out today.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be on.
Sure, beta test it.
Yeah, we're beta testing. I like that.
We're beta testing the Livin Large Larry sandwich.
Let's test that out.
When you say it to people, they'll go, "Who the hell's that?"
Yeah, right.
That.
No way. We'll put that on the board, and they'll be like, "Oh, you do business with Livin Large Larry?" Like, yeah, we're coming back.
That's gonna be great. All right. Delivery and catering, it's Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopko. Give us contact details, phone numbers, websites, Facebook.
900 South 24th Street West, Suite 6, right across from Shopko in Old Chicago's. That's the location. Our website...
Wait, this is Suite 6. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
This is starting to get weird.
I'm kidding. It's not.
The website is www.topssandwich.com. Phone number is 406-969-1043. We deliver. Give us a call.
Wait, 1043? That's the last 4 of my cell phone number.
No.
Tucker.
Now you're really pulling my leg.
Now your mom and dad are going, shut him up.
This is weird.
No. It is kind of weird, I know, but it's the internet.
The November 16th thing is really crazy.
This is World Wide Web, by the way.
Yeah.
So if you have any shout-outs to...
Guys in Tokyo, what's up?
Yeah.
We
How's it going?
we have 3
I know.
Japanese listeners.
I know.
And about a handful.
You told me
of
that.
That's
awesome.
It's straight. I'm not sure what and they tune in for a minute some days, and 3 minutes and 15 minutes. I'm
That's
okay with
crazy.
that.
That's cool.
We got
That's
people
cool.
live in and around Billings that are all over the world.
Mhm.
They want to catch the
So cool.
latest 5-minute newscast. That's all
Yeah.
and listening to us talk for. Oh my, this is a 30-minute talk show.
Wow,
It's compelling stuff.
we're making history.
we are.
That's my longest interview to date.
You're
man.
one of my longest interviews on my show.
Hey, it's easy.
I know. No, this
It
is
felt like 5 minutes.
good conversation. All right, Tucker Veldkamp, Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. We'll get together later on this month with the design of the LLL sandwich.
Yes.
Thanks for your time. You did.
That's catchy.
Did great.
The LLL. I like that.
Triple L.
That's smooth.
Triple L. You can
I
have
like
it.
that.
You can use it. No disrespect to the
Thanks,
industry,
Larry.
but there seems to be coupons for everything. And if you want the real coupon magazine, Hometown Values coupon magazine, a coupon book you can read, and practical couponing. Hometown Values, check them out. Different Hometown Values magazines for each part of the city. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. Log on to myhometownvalues.com. Truly trained barbers, the experts at hair. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main Street in the Heights. I've used Austin as my barber at Jim and Austin's Barbershop for about 5 years now. The best $10 haircut ever. And 10 minutes, $10 in and out. You can even get your haircut over your lunch hour. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights. Find them on Facebook. And proud sponsors of the 2016 Billings Wolves.
Call or email your Livin' Large Larry Live show ideas. Larry at livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
Billings area forecast, chance of rain and snow showers, mainly rain for the first 2 or 3 days of this week. Our forecast on the show, livinlargelarry.com. It is brought to you by Top Sandwich Company. Locally owned, no franchising here. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco. And tax day is Monday. And be sure to check out Top Sandwich Company all day today. Sandwiches $5 at Top's Sandwich Company across from Shopco. Also, their happy hour each weekday from 5 to 8 p.m. at Top Sandwich Company. Again, across from Shopco. Yeah, rain, snow showers mixed, mainly rain, and cooler temperatures, noticeably cooler too, about 45 for Monday afternoon, about 50, some rain likely on Tuesday, and things dry out on Wednesday, sunny, and a high around 70, same for Thursday, about 75 or so, and closer to 80 for Friday. That'll be looks like the warmest day of the week, the way it reads right now, and the way it looks. Extended look at livinlargelarry.com. Click the weather button. Looks like maybe the weekend could be a little bit cooler. That could change as we are just in the first part of the week. Forecasting the show from Tucker Veldkamp, who owns Top's Sandwich Company in Billings. Locally owned. They're right across from Shopco. You're going to love the chips with every order. And also, happy hour 5 to 8 p.m. weekdays, Monday through Friday. $5 sandwiches. $5 sandwiches all day. Today, though, their tax day special at Top's Sandwich Company across from Shopco and Billings. It is remodeling time in your home or your office, and the windows are the most aesthetically pleasing area people look. The most important part of your home are your windows and your window treatments. All kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blindsmt.com with cellular blind. The woven woods are available. Mini blinds of all sizes and styles and models. Talk to Bobby Gray at All Kinds of Blinds and ask about their security window film as well. All Kinds of Blinds and Billings. All Kinds of BlindsMT.com. A true coupon book, a coupon magazine, and it's actually the size that you can actually read through and see what's offered and see the prices. Practical couponing with Hometown Values Savings Magazine. And maybe you've seen it. It comes through the mail to your house. Don't toss it. There's the Hometown Values magazine for each section of Billings and Laurel. Look for it. Hometown Values Savings Magazine, and the most recent issues have been mailed to you. Check them out. Give them a try. Hometown Values.
Livin' Large Larry Live.
The Billings Morning News from the Billings Extreme outdoor football team in town here at Billings at Dalis Wendy's Field. The Billings Extreme. Check them out, billingsextreme.com. It's spelled Xtreme. A magnitude 7.0 earthquake struck near the city of Kumamoto in southern Japan barely 24 hours after a deadly quake hit the same region. The quake shook the Kumamoto region at about 1:25 in the morning on Saturday. It occurred at a depth of 6 miles, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. A sister state relationship with Kumamoto Prefecture and the state of Montana was signed in Helena back on July 22nd of 1982, our sister city. The Billings Morning News gathered up from KTVQ.com, Color8.com, the Billings Gazette, and at times Last Best News. The Billings Fire Department has lifted the quarantine on the 4th floor of Transwestern Building Number 3. Assistant Fire Chief Bill Roush said they were unable to determine what the substance was on Friday, but that they were confident it did not pose a health danger. The substance did not test positive as cocaine like earlier last week, and Roush said he can only speculate that Friday's incident is separate from the hazmat call to the same mailroom earlier in the week. Roush said the 2 employees noticed a small dusting of the white substance on materials in the mailroom. The employees did not open the envelopes themselves. Rather, KOA has a machine that mechanically sorts and opens incoming mail. The Billings Police Department is now in charge of the criminal investigation at Campground America in downtown Billings. A former employee of the Billings Police Department denied on Friday allegations that he stole drug evidence from the evidence facility. Kobe Lewis, he pleaded not guilty in Yellowstone County District Court to the charges of felony criminal possession of a dangerous drug and misdemeanor theft. Lewis was employed with the Billings PD in November of 2014 when his supervisor noticed that certain items on the evidence registry had been logged as destroyed. The logging appeared strange to the supervisor because it had been logged on a Monday under the name of an employee who did not work on Mondays, and the log indicated it had been performed on Lewis's computer. As high school basketball in Montana continues to evolve, the cries for a shot clock have grown louder again. The noise has now gotten loud enough that the Montana High School Association is sending surveys to member schools to determine the overall interest in adding a shot clock to high school basketball games. The MHSA sent out a survey once before, with approximately 60% of schools voting against implementing a shot clock at the time. The primary calls for a shot clock this time around, it seems, stems from teams utilizing stalling techniques. The belief is that these strategies contribute to lower scores. The average points scored per game have decreased over the years. If there's a large majority in favor, the executive board could put a new rule in place for a school could submit a formal proposal at next January's annual meetings. It's a long process, and Montana is in the early stages, but the shot clock discussion has started again. And 2 Bozeman High School students will be charged as adults for the alleged rape of a female student back in January. It's a story that has shocked the community of Bozeman, but crime victim advocates say it points to a larger problem. Court documents show the alleged rape happened at one of the boys' homes where the 3 were apparently drinking. The victim told police somehow she ended up in the basement bathroom. She said she was touched inappropriately and then forced into sex. The Bozeman Police Department is refusing to talk about the case, but say 4 school resource officers serve the school district and work with students daily. Investigation continues. Every year, the seniors of Billings Central High School paint a mural on the Master Loop building on 27th, as do all the other high schools in town. It's part of a competition between the area high schools, but this year it's not about bragging rights for the Rams. If you ask anyone at Central High, they'll likely say this year's senior class is not average, so it's fitting their mural is not so average either. All of the little pieces that come together to make up the face of Jesus are a representation of all the different students who have come together in the class and helped each other through imaginable loss. 2 students with whom the students grew up won't be graduating this year. Noah Keller was killed in a car crash, and George Friesen took his own life. As the class of 2016 moves on, their legacy will last through their mural and through the impact they've had on each other. If you have not seen it, check it out. It's at the Master Loop building, painted on the outside there, Master Loop on 27th Street in downtown Billings. And that's a glance at the Billings Morning News at livinlargelarry.com. It is brought to you by the Billings Extreme Semi-Pro Football back in Billings at Dalis Windy Fields on most Saturday afternoons, spring and summer. billingsextreme.com, Xtreme.
Livin' Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin' Large Larry live.
And from Jim and Austin's Barbershop, Austin Schlosser with us, also with the JCs and Kickball Billings. Kickball started and going good?
Yeah, we're on spring season right now.
How's that going for you?
It's going good.
I saw your mouth guard in the front of your car, by the way. You use mouth guards for kickball?
No.
Just kidding.
So those were actually came in the package of the bases, and I was opening that up the other day.
All right. How many teams you got this year for Kickball Billings?
This season's kind of short. We have 4 teams. But they're maxed out. They each have 15 to 18 players, so there's a good turnout number.
Do you guys ever have like tournaments and stuff on the weekends? Traveling tournaments, or
we haven't got that established yet, but that's gonna happen eventually, where we'll have some random tournaments.
Okay, so the reason Austin can come in during his, I know because he owns Jim and Austin's Barbershop, is Mondays is your day off, really.
Monday's day off. Sundays and Mondays.
Yeah, and you see we have Owen on YouTube. That little baby Owen on YouTube is no longer a little baby anymore. How old is Owen?
He's 11 months.
He's 11, almost a year old. And Owen's been on our show and YouTube 2 or 3 times here. What a cute kid, and we follow him on Facebook. So and Austin's been with the JCs how many years now?
3 years.
And it's a organization that's near and dear to your heart. And
it is, yeah. It's a great group of people, and we do a lot of stuff in the community.
And what are you looking at doing this spring and summer with regards to the JCs?
The JCs, we've got we're going to be one of the major sponsors for the family service. They're having a big concert here. I believe it's May 15th.
Okay.
And we're going to be one of their major sponsors for it. This summer we have the dog run coming up, Tails and Trails up in Lake Elmo. That'll be in August. So those are
busy.
Always busy.
Yeah, before you know it, it'll be fall and
back to Haunted Hollows.
Yeah, back to Haunted, which is really one of your big events of the year is the Haunted Hollows with the
biggest
JCs.
Deal of the year.
Do you ever work with the JCs out of Laurel and other organizations?
Yeah, we do. Yep, we do. We do work with them occasionally. They help us do events. We help them. We generally volunteer at their 4th of July pancake breakfast
so
and the street dance and all that. Yeah.
All right, and let's throw a special out there. We'll utilize Facebook and livinlargelarry.com. But you know what I plug on my show all the time, and this is the truth, is I can go into Jim and Austin's Barbershop and get a haircut in 10 minutes for $10. So it's you respect all of our times. You can get a haircut during a lunch hour, really, very simply. But we're going to knock off, as we agreed to, $2 off just by talking about this show.
Yep, $2 off. Mention it and $2 off.
Nothing hidden, just
nothing. No hidden fees.
All right, cool. I will do that, and we'll throw it up on Facebook and try to help build your clientele base. But and I also talk of Jim and Austin's Barbershop as I mean, you guys are you don't just have a pair of scissors and boom, you're going to cut everybody's hair. You're trained to do this.
We're trained. We're special. We're specialized for all the men's services. I mean, I use a straight razor, just a clipper and a comb. A lot of people are amazed when they come to my shop that have never been to a barber shop, and when I cut their hair just using a clipper and a comb and being able to freestyle a haircut. They just are amazed because stylists are generally trained to use guards and just run a certain number guard, and that's how they do it. And as a barber, we're trained to do it the original way to cut guys' hair.
Well, before I met you, I had never been to a barber shop either. So it was a new experience for me. That was 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while now already.
So, and I go back every 6 weeks. Am I just about due?
About due again, by the way it looks.
Yeah, about halfway through the cycle. So I also want to plug the fact that Austin and Jim and Austin's Barbershop is one of the major sponsors of the Billings Wolves, who had a win over the weekend.
They got a win.
Yes.
I was watching that game, and it was our new quarterback is doing well.
Right. Yeah, he's a Spitfire.
He is.
And we're looking forward to 2 back-to-back home games for the Wolves on Sunday coming up, and then a week from Saturday.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that.
Did you watch that game?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Did you see the play just before halftime when he threw the ball? He was in the other end zone and threw it all the way.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Threw it all the way
End zone to end zone?
Yep, and got us a touchdown at halftime.
Now that's the kind of play we want to see at Rimrock
That's
Auto
what we
Arena.
want to see, yeah.
The crowd will erupt, Austin.
Yep, it was awesome. I was glad I got to watch that.
Wow, he's a young kid too.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to watch him.
Yeah, so the Wolves are 3 wins, 4 losses?
3 and 4, I believe,
3
yeah.
and 4.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Come back in back-to-back home games, the Billings Wolves, and we recommend you support the Wolves. Rimrock Auto Arena, 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Most games are normally on Saturday, but this next game is on Sunday afternoon. It'll be the 24th of April. Looking forward to that. All right, so we talked about the special. We talked about Jesse. We talked about Kickball Billings. And what else should we talk about?
It's raining outside. That's a good thing.
That's for the farmers and ranchers. That's a really good thing. I had a nice talk with your dad up tailgating party with the Wolves several weeks ago. It was just nice to.
Yeah, he said it was good visiting with you.
It was fun. He won some tickets on my other radio show on KGHL, and it was cool to see you guys up there together tailgating.
Yeah, it was fun.
We need to build our tailgate clientele up there.
Yeah, tailgating crowd is not showing up.
It's not.
It's not.
Like in years past.
Disappointed. Yeah, I mean, years past there was always at least 10, 15 vehicles up there. I mean, it's generally just us anymore.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 tailgate parties, and that's about it. But if you're afraid that it's illegal, it's not. As long as you clean up your mess and have a good time and be respectful to the property.
Sheriffs have driven by and never said a word to us, so I mean, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. So tailgate with us April 24th up top Metro Park, and then come down to Rimrock Arena for the Billings Wolves. And once again, I want to talk about your banner really stands out in the arena.
It looks good, yeah.
It does. They did a nice job. Who did the work on that?
Whoever the Wolves have doing design work. Yeah, it was part of the deal.
Yeah, but it sure.
He told me, and I can't remember.
It sure stands out nice.
It looks good, though. Yeah. He did a great job. Well, I can tell you that Justin Wutzke did design it, though.
Okay.
Yep. But
okay, well, let's talk about
your JC member.
Your location, 2225 Main in the Heights. And for those who don't know how far down that is, what kind of reference points do you use to get to Jim and Austin's barbershop?
I say you just keep going on Main Street, past the Heights Walmart, up the hill, about 4 blocks on the right.
Perfect.
If you get to the street lights, you went too far.
Yeah. Tucker Veltkamp, owner of Top Sandwich Company, and you'll go in there and meet him probably on your day off, but he also is a Wolf sponsor. And we talked about you Monday when he was on my show live, and he's shopping for a barber. He likes the guy that's doing it now, but they're always too busy all the time when he walks in. And I think he's curious about maybe the straight razor. He has a little bit of a beard you can trim and shape. And
yeah, I'm going to have to go visit him.
Yeah, go visit him, and then you guys get together and
Definitely.
be partners for life. So all supporting one another here. All right. Austin Schlosser, I'm glad you could stop by. Hi, Owen. Does Owen talk yet? No? He wants he smiles. Smiles over the hiccups. All right, you guys have a great day on your day off.
Thank you, Larry.
You said okay.
Yeah.
This is okay.
I think so.
All right. Livin Large Larry live at livinlargelarry.com. All kinds of blinds and buildings, all kinds of blinds. MD.com 40. And yes, rain in Billings, Montana. Expanded forecast at livinlargelarry.com from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. More of the Billings Morning News on the way. Search out the new football league in Billings. Remember the Laurel Loco Express from the RMFL League last year, the year before? Now moved to Billings, renamed or rebranded the Billings Extreme with Ken Blankenship, and he has a season lined up, and they'll play home games at Dela Stadium, a great family, fun-filled events. Check out the new Extreme Football Extreme, the Billings Extreme, XTREME. You can search them out on Facebook. And what's going on around town? Underwritten by Bighorn Inspection, Petrochemical, and Refinery Inspection, BighornInspection.com. Save the date, Relay for Life. Talk already. Upcoming 2016 Relay for Life team meetings. There's one coming up this week, April 21st. Then there's one May 19th and June 16th as we gear up for the July event of Relay for Life in Yellowstone County, one of the biggest in the region, by the way. I think we compete with Spokane, Washington, and Boise, Idaho for the size of our Relay for Life. So save those dates. The next team meeting coming up this week, April 21st, Mansfield Center, the basement of the Yellowstone Medical Center. That's downtown Billings, 2900 12th Avenue North in Billings. In honor of Landon Patrick Smith, the Landon's Legacy Foundation is working with local partners to create Billings' first special needs baseball field, which will provide a smooth, seamless surface for players and mobility equipment to maneuver. And the Billings Kiwanis have climbed on board to help partner with them. And their big fundraising event for Landon's Legacy is coming up on Saturday evening at the Bighorn Resort. That's coming up April 23rd, this coming Saturday. Again, at Bighorn Resort. And to search out Billings Kiwanis through Facebook. Tickets still remain for that. There's also a benefit coming up on the 23rd of April in Laurel at the Palace Bar in Laurel for Mario Rios. He had aspirations to play some football with the Billings Extreme, our semi-pro football team here in Billings, outdoor football team. And shortly before the season started, actually, Mario was involved in a car accident that he's recovering from. So there's be a silent auction, 50-50 raffle, a taco bar. That benefit, again, coming up April 23rd, beginning at 5 p.m. at the Palace Bar in Laurel is coming Saturday. A ways away in June 25th and 26th, with over $12,000 in prizes. It is the annual Montana Barbecue Cook-Off in downtown Absaroka. 14th annual Montana Barbecue Cook-Off. Again, mark those dates down, June 25th and 26th. And you can search out Montana Barbecue Cook-Off on Facebook as well. I'm going to MC again the Walk MS for Billings. It'll be at St. John's Pavilion off of Shiloh. They're coming up April 30th at 10 in the morning, rain or shine. And we've done this event when it's been raining and blowing and a mixture of rain and snow. Walk MS will go off rain or shine at, again, the St. John's campus off of Shiloh. April 30th is that. April 26th, which is a week from Tuesday, Highlands Golf Club, Quality of Life Casino Night. April 26th to benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs of Yellowstone County. Check that out at the Highlands Golf Club. That's Tuesday, April 26th. Healthy Kids Day at the Y, the annual event, YMCA. April 30th, 11 to 2 at the Billings Family YMCA downtown. There'll be all sorts of fun for families. Great family event. April 30th with the YMCA Healthy Kids Day. And there's no joiners fees for that day and other incentives as well. That's through the YMCA. It's coming up April 30th. So a busy rest of April into May into June. That is what's going on around town. Brought to you by Bighorn Inspection. BighornInspection.com. From the Redline Computer Studios across from Goodwill, King and 29th West, Redline Computer Studios. This is Livin Large Larry live at livinlargelarry.com. Some rain this morning and all kinds of blinds and Billings, all kinds of blindsmt.com. And 41, about 46 to 50 is off across the region in and around Billings today. Looking ahead, by the way, Friday will be the warmest day of the week, nearly 80 then in Billings. Detailed forecast on the way. Amber Gustainez, Realtor with Century 21 Hometown Brokers, can make your dreams come true. The service area for Amber Gustainez includes Billings, Lockwood, Laurel, Joliet, Roberts, Red Lodge, Columbus, and more. Single-family homes, townhomes, lots, and land, whatever you're in the market for. Amber Gustainez, Century 21 Hometown Brokers, and 406-690-5902.
Livin Large Larry Live. Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
Billings area forecast, chance of rain and snow showers, mainly rain for the first 2 or 3 days of this week. Our forecast on the show, livinlargelarry.com. It is brought to you by Top Sandwich Company. Locally owned, no franchising here. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco. And tax day is Monday. And be sure to check out Top Sandwich Company all day today, Sandwiches, $5 at Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopko. Also, their happy hour each weekday from 5 to 8 p.m. at Tops Sandwich Company, again across from Shopko. Yeah, rain, snow showers mixed, mainly rain, and cooler temperatures, noticeably cooler too, about 45 for Monday afternoon, about 50, some rain likely on Tuesday, and things dry out on Wednesday, sunny, and a high around 70, same for Thursday, about 75 or so, and closer to 80 for Friday. That'll be looks like the warmest day of the week, the way it reads right now, and the way it looks. Extended look at livinlargelarry.com. Click the weather button. Looks like maybe the weekend could be a little bit cooler. That could change as we are just in the first part of the week. Forecasting the show from Tucker Veldkamp, who owns Tops Sandwich Company in Billings. Locally owned. They're right across from Shopko. You're going to love the chips with every order. And also, happy hour 5 to 8 p.m. weekdays, Monday through Friday. $5 sandwiches. $5 sandwiches all day. Today, though, their tax day special at Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopko and Billings. Truly trained barbers, the experts at hair. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main Street in the Heights. I've used Austin as my barber at Jim and Austin's Barbershop for about 5 years now. The best $10 haircut ever. And 10 minutes, $10 in and out. You can even get your haircut over your lunch hour. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Heights. Find them on Facebook. And proud sponsors of the 2016 Billings Wolves.
Hey, you want a piece of the action? Billings Kiwanis is throwing a little soiree called the Bootleggers Ball, April 23rd at the Bighorn Resort. Come dressed in swanky 1920s attire, enjoy a little Italian cuisine, and cut a rug on the dance floor to the 2nd Street Stompers. Lay down some bones in the casino for your chance at a trip to South Africa. Proceeds benefit Landon's Legacy, Billings' first special needs baseball park. Space is limited, so go to billingskiwanis.org to reserve your ticket now.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
We utilize KTVQ.com, Color8.com, the Billings Gazette, and Last Best News for some of our news stories here on the Billings Morning News. From Billings Extreme Football, semi-pro outdoor football back in Billings at Dalis Windy Fields. The Billings Extreme, BillingsExtreme.com, Xtreme. Some people don't subscribe to the leave it better than you found it idea. Graffiti, and poorly done, some say, could be found scattered among the landscape in Swords Park. Number of groups volunteered over the weekend on the issue since the beginning of April, and pretty much wrapped it up this past weekend, including local rock climbers and steep team members, Blesser members, community members, and neighbors who showed up to lend a hand. Billings Parks and Recreation wrote this on their Facebook page, quote, "We appreciate the Hilltop Ward members and missionaries helping us finish up National Volunteer Week with some graffiti removal at Swords Park on Saturday. They were a great group of volunteers, and the park is looking much nicer. Props to them for their hard work." It was on the Billings Park's Facebook page. If you'd like to learn more about volunteering, visit the Billings Park and Recs page. There's a link actually at KTVQ.com. A female inmate of the Passages Pre-Release Center in Billings has been reported as a walkaway. Shailene Littlebird, she's 25, walked away from the center at about 10 o'clock on Saturday, according to a press release from the Alternatives, Inc. Littlebird was convicted in Yellowstone County of a felony drug offense and arrived at Passages on January 30th. That's what state prison records say. Littlebird has a prior felony drug conviction. She's described as native, female, 5 feet 3 inches tall, 125 pounds, brown eyes. Contact law enforcement if you think you see her. In honor of National Park Week and the National Park Service Centennial, entrance fees to Yellowstone National Park will be waived Saturday, April 16th, this past weekend, through next Sunday, April 24th. And all week long, this year's theme for National Park Week is Find Your Park. The Find Your Park campaign encourages everyone to find their own connection with the vast network of public lands and places that protect and preserve our natural cultural heritage. www.findyourpark.com. You can log on and learn more. about Find Your Park campaign. A Stillwater County emergency dispatcher who failed to quickly respond to 2 fatal crashes, including one that may have been preventable, will not be fired. Sheriff Cliff Brophy said in a press release statement to media issued last Friday that the dispatcher's slow response to a pair of recent fatal accidents in the area was investigated internally, and he has determined that the dispatcher did not follow policy but will not be fired. Brophy said instead the dispatcher will be required to undergo specialized training in addition to completing the training courses she has yet to finish. According to the call report, the dispatcher took about 15 minutes to dispatch emergency crews to the scene. Outside of Columbus, the woman involved in that crash died at the scene. She was trapped under the vehicle. The May 3rd ballot is getting even closer. Members of the Yes for Kids campaign went out over the weekend knocking on doors to try and get some last-minute votes for the School District 2 levies. SD2 Superintendent Terry Bauk says the mail-in ballots should be getting to voters' houses this weekend, over the next week or so as well. Bauk and Rocky Mountain College's president, Bob Wilmoth, were out Saturday morning knocking on residents' doors to answer any questions about the levies. The SD2 Budget Committee is asking for a cap of $1.4 million for elementary schools and more than $800,000 for high schools. That's a look at the Billings Morning News at liveandlargelarry.com. Brought to you by the Billings Extreme semi-pro football team in Billings at Dalis Wendy's Field. BillingsExtreme.com, Xtreme. Follow the story of N2 Cryotherapy in Billings at their website as well, N2Cryo.com. There's videos, there's information on what cryotherapy as a health component in your life is all about, and more, and also information about N2 Cryotherapy, giving you the opportunity to be the best person you can be this year with athletic recovery. N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West in Billings, suite number 4, and N2Cryo.com. Couponing is back, and how would you like to look at a coupon magazine that's larger than the palm of your hands? Real sized Hometown Values coupon magazine. There's one built and issue out for your area in and around Billings and Laurel. Hometown Values, shop the original. Inside, practical couponing. Hometown Values, and log on to myhometownvalues.com. Check out the new Heights issue of Hometown Values.
The man with the most energy in radio commercials ever, it's Jay Johansson, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue. Wow, that was a breathful for me, sir.
655-3668, Larry. I tell you what, Larry.
Yeah.
I'm here to lay it out. Truth is the truth, and I got to come clean with everything.
All right.
And, you've heard me on the radio.
Yeah.
Doing my thing for 4 or 5 years now. Mm-hmm. The Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue, 655-3668. That's my phone number.
Yeah.
Larry?
Yes, sir.
We're number 1.
I know, you're number 1.
We're number 1. We're not number 2. We're the number 1 shoe store in Billings. If you want great customer service, if you want someone that's going to care how your feet feel, not next month, but in 3 months, you need to come to 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot, for top quality customer service. Larry, you know what we're going to actually do?
What's that?
You know what we're going to actually do?
Yeah, Jay,
I'm going to measure your foot. Yeah, I'm going to do something really crazy.
All right, yeah, crazy.
I'm not going to ask somebody their shoe size. I'm going to measure their feet. And then we're going to use the footprint technology. We're going to take the human element completely out of it, see what kind of foot you got, and put the exact kind of shoes on your feet that you need. And then not only that, Livin Large Larry, the best on the radio, we also got the Jordans. And I'm not talking the black and white Jordans at every shoe shop. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s that don't release until next week, and I got 72 pairs of them.
My notes say you're the Jordan expert.
I had to come clean.
The Athlete's Foot Billings on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot Billings MT. Check us out. Peace.
3839 Grand Avenue, Billings, the Athlete's Foot.
Livin Large Larry Live.
If you have a moment this afternoon, and each weekday afternoons, check out my other radio show at KGHL Radio here in Billings, AM 790 and FM 94.7. The best classic country around from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on KGHL. In advance, Appreciate that. You can also catch them online at mighty790.com. Mighty790 KGHL Radio. Meantime, have a good day, good Monday. We'll see you around town.
Look at you, you're burning up from the midday sun. Troubled you're cutting out, going one by one. You're crawling through a maze where the walls always change, and you can't recall how long you've been in there. You're falling in place through the darkness of space. You're a long way out from home.